Wait, do you ever get disappointed when you're showing someone something for the first time and you really want them to get it? And
No,
they
not
don't?
at all. I think
Yes.
Oh.
Matt knew exactly where I was
Absolutely.
going with that question.
I'm clearly an Eeyore.
I'm probably Rue.
I'm a Christopher Robin with a Pooh Rising.
And then I get in a canoe and I'm like, Claire's don't like canoes.
No, they don't.
I'm afraid of this lake.
That's exactly what it was.
Ow.
It was a beautiful moment in our friendship. I was
literally in the middle of getting hers up and down the
Pathetic.
stairs. Ow. I was like, I'm trying to get my hair done. I'm like, God.
I don't think that's an accurate representation of my owl.
Well, you were in such pain you couldn't see clearly. So,
Trauma.
Thank you for listening to the Last Will podcast. I'm Matt Young. I'm a theater educator and a parent. And ever since I lost my father to cancer, I have been mildly obsessed with death. This is my last will and testament. Voltaire once said, "The greatest reward for a thing well done is to have done it." That's right. This week's episode is all about rewards. Voltaire, did he have a first name? Is it like Earl Voltaire said? So we're back. This is so funny because we haven't done this. This is like recorded on Saturday and posted on Monday. This is like the most immediate episode we've ever done. So everything that's happening in our lives right now is actually happening. It's not weeks and weeks in the past. So the production of Judas Iscariot, The Last Days of Judas Iscariot by Stephen Adley Gurgis is going on at the Crystal Theater. Go to crystaltheater.org for your tickets. It's worth seeing, I promise you. Get your tickets now. One more weekend.
so fucking amazing. And now that I've watched 3 times all 4 versions of this, I can't get over. This might be my favorite play ever written.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it called?
Oh, you're recording.
No.
Yeah, you are.
I haven't pressed record yet.
You fucking liar. You're recording. You lie like a fucking bitch on a rug.
Okay.
I'm a bitch on a rug.
On a rug.
Yeah.
So
A
aggressive.
faux sheepskin rug, and I hope you get dingleberries from it.
Wow, you are angry at
Are
me.
you recording for real?
Yeah.
Oh.
What's it called? It's called.
I'm just kidding about all that.
Constellations. What's the name
Well,
of
it's
it?
not called constipation as of Friday. I know that.
Oh, okay.
See, we started, and I said yesterday on the phone to the guy, I said, we don't talk about people.
I was
much."
like, why do we always go
and
there?
Then I said something, and I go, well, that just proves my point. I just said it. It's a butt joke.
Yeah. Okay, let's stop right here.
This play is called Constellations. It's a time loop play about a couple. One of the couples has a brain tumor, but it goes from scene of their relationship, but it moves backwards and forwards throughout their relationship of all the different scenarios that it could.
See, I
B.
would love
They
to see
meet-
theater like that.
Oh, this is unmatched. It is unfucking believable. Unbelievable.
I agree with you, Claire. I think these are the plays that aren't getting
And this is
done enough. Whether it's because locally, obviously, they're getting done in the world, but I think that people are scared of things. They want to make sure that things work. They're also scared of their audience.
they should
you
be
know?
scared of this. I'm scared of this, and I want to do
No,
this
but
more than
it's a different
anything.
type of scared. You're scared is like, let's do it. That's my Grady impression.
Healthy
Let's
fear.
do it. I want to do this play.
Phone home.
What? It didn't sound. No, it didn't sound anything like ET.
It's E.T. in the closet with the wig on.
Is that what ET
More of
sounded like?
more of a homosexual vibe.
You're gonna have to do it again because I can't remember.
Well, that sounds wrong too.
Okay.
Okay, we've offended 8 people now.
Oh my goodness, guys, we haven't been back together in a while.
No,
I
we
know, want
haven't.
some Reese's cups.
No.
Dark chocolate.
No,
What?
just go ahead and rattle the wrapper everywhere, Claire.
Right into the
Whatever,
mic.
everybody here loves me.
If you could see Grady's face.
Unchanged. He didn't even
Unchained?
flinch. Unchanged.
I'm like, oh, did you let me off of the radiator for the day? How gracious of you.
I wouldn't. If it was my choice, I would
And
keep
if I
him.
look back to the west.
Hey. I think we'll get sued if we do that.
Whoa.
Nobody's
We
listening.
will.
Sue
There's
us.
wicked phones. There's wicked cars. There's wicked refrigerators. There's wicked.
That was Wicked you were singing?
Yes, it
Obviously,
was.
yes, in a different key, and I'm not warmed up. I know I'm not Streisand. I get it. Okay, I'm
She's
not
not even
warmed
in
up.
it.
I don't
know-
think she even auditioned.
Wait a minute. She's not in it.
I don't like being here today.
No, you don't.
It's been a rough
And
morning.
now
We haven't seen each other in all three of us in such a long time, and here we are fighting. We've been
I'm
fighting
here,
all
you're
And
morning.
yet we
We're
saw
all-
each other Friday night.
we're not
Yeah, we
fighting.
did.
We're just not getting along.
But we barely talked to each other.
That's
I felt
not
bad.
true.
I felt bad.
We talk
No.
all the time.
No, when we
That's
saw each
true.
other on Friday.
You've dropped out of this shit. You don't care anymore. But I mean, you started it.
I will say,
The theater, all the lights went off. I had
No,
to
I
leave.
mean the texts.
Oh.
I was going to say that. I was going to say we do our high lows and gratitudes every day, and for the last week,
Claire just is fucked off. She's racked off completely.
and she was like the cornerstone of
Right.
us doing it.
Well, I don't
We
know.
know
if you
not.
guys-
The
We know
foundation.
I'm 70-30, so that's been established,
Well, you know, I don't
and
know
I
if
don't
you guys
apologize
noticed,
for it.
but it's been a year.
That we've been doing it.
Mhm.
That's pretty crazy. That's a good. We are committed to each
You're
other.
too long.
Obviously, we're all breaking up now because you can tell by the texts.
No, I don't know what it's been. I think
Claire
I-
doesn't believe that texts are a strong way to communicate. She thinks that we have to FaceTime. That we have to talk on the phone.
Grace gonna choke.
You're gonna choke.
You
right,
you
somebody
were
did
literally
Oh, I
just
thought you were
about to
attacking me.
choke.
Sorry, I thought you were attacking me.
You always think everybody's attacking you. Everything. How are you today,
Fuck
Grady?
you.
Whoa.
Oh,
Okay, I'm sorry,
Did we
Claire.
go hot there?
Yes, but it's all right.
Okay.
Okay, let's start over.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Welcome
So
to
nice to be together.
the Last Will podcast.
I'm only going to answer today with lines from shows.
Oh,
How about
great.
that?
Great.
And now just
That's
randomly.
wonderful.
No, seriously, it'll work.
Okay.
Watch.
We are almost 7 minutes into the podcast. We've only mentioned poop once, and
I've
we
got
are
my
on
scripts
the
out.
roll.
Okay.
Today, did I say welcome to the Last Will podcast? Wait, did you
don't know.
want to finish your thought, Claire, or
About
have
what?
we-
I don't remember
Yeah,
what
we
it was.
forgot what it was. We were talking about the high, low, and grad. And
No, I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about why I stopped
Okay.
because I don't really know why I stopped.
You've been.
But I will keep.
You've
I'll
not
keep
been
doing it.
feeling great.
I've been
no,
looking.
she didn't want to talk about it.
No, at night I'm like, fuck it, I don't care. That's what's been happening.
I have honestly,
But I agree, and that's fine. That's human. Who cares?
But that's the opposite of why I urged us to do this.
Yes.
So that we
even when we don't want to,
we sign off on the day.
Yeah.
Is
That's
the-
opposition. That's defiance disorder.
That's that
Yes.
you're diagnosing her with.
I'm
that?
not. We
Well,
were
I
talking
learned
about
about that
that.
last night.
We're talking about it.
No, that's a
A lot
real
of
thing
kids suffer
because
from it.
my ex, who is a teacher of young kids, there are kids who have that defiance disorder.
Big time.
Like it's a real diagnosis. And
It
stuff
shuts
like
off.
that.
If I need to clean my room and I'm gonna do it, then you come up and say, "Great, you need to clean your room." My mind will then flip to not being able to do that because you've now ordered me to.
Yeah, there's a lot
Grady?
of contention in my house with that.
I command you not to be funny today. So
That I can
stop. Be
do.
serious. Be serious today.
No problem.
All right, let's
Um,
just
No, what I was going to say to that is maybe for myself, I've been busy, so I've forgotten.
No, you've been doing it.
I've done it a couple times, but I missed it last night.
Oh.
I missed it. I've missed it at least 3 or 4 times.
I'm used to doing it and then having you do it, Matt, and then again Grady's 70-30. I guess
Yeah.
the point is that we should keep if we want to do it, we should keep doing it.
Yeah. No,
Because-
I'm all for doing it.
Okay.
Weird sentence. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Last Will podcast.
We follow through on our promises here.
9 minutes in. Today we are going to talk about rewards, which at the beginning of our conversation felt a little like a topic maybe we couldn't wrap our heads around. Like Grady, you responded with like, I don't think I have anything to say about that.
Because my relationship with rewards is being at doctors, being doctor upon doctor upon doctor as a child. If Grady can be quiet for this long, you get a candy or reward. If you can sit still, what's wrong with Grady? Here's the reward for this. Here's the reward for your behaving. When I didn't have any control over any of these things.
Right, for being like
So it's like the shot collar.
So you've
It's
been,
like
Yes.
you've been
the
negative.
rewards for me, there were never rewards. And I was like, this is such a, I don't know that word just drips with so much contempt for me.
Yeah,
Well, last night on
It
the phone,
hurts.
all I said was the word dog treats. And then Grady was like, oh, I see.
And then Claire was like, "You see something so differently," and we're like, maybe we do need to talk about it because Claire heard rewards and she immediately thought, "Oh, it's like treats for the dog." That's
yeah.
rewards went for like doing something,
Right. Well,
doing a trick or whatever.
back when you were a teenager, back in the 70s, they didn't know any of
Fuck
this.
off.
What?
I thought you were only going to reply with
We
quotes from
were-
a play today.
Well, now I will.
I'm excited to hear what he's going to say.
No, this is an improv game too. But no, what I was going to say was when you and I were kids, they wanted you to what's the word I'm looking for? They wanted you to just
Pull
be
your
like every.
pants down.
No, that's a different doctor, Grady.
Okay, again with the...
I didn't. No one poops.
Yeah, you could have been front. Didn't have to necessarily be back for poop when he pulled his pants down. No, but they wanted you to comply. You know, it was like obedience. Be like everybody
Yes.
else.
Yes, conform.
Yeah, conform. That's the word I was looking for. Because they didn't honor individualism at all. So everybody had to be like everybody else. So it was very interesting to me because when we started the conversation, I associate rewards with like, oh, I fucking did good, so I can get Chinese food for dinner or something.
Do you
like
say
that.
this from experience?
Now he's reading from plays. Yes, I do. I say this from experience. So I would think of, I would give myself these little self rewards. I've done such and such. I've been good this long. I can grant myself this. Definitely thinking about it as the dog treat, being the Labrador that I am. So it was really kind of shocking to me when you responded with that because I was like, oh, but I associate these things in your life as rewards, and you're like, I've never.
But
thought
this
of
is
it
why
that way.
I like to have Grady around because he gives the perspective that of an experience I've never had.
Do you have a picture?
I
Of
don't.
you experiencing these things, no.
No, but I mean, I paint
No.
a picture in my head of what
Yeah,
that
that's
is. I
true.
mean, I try not to go there.
I didn't
so
mean
much
it like
because-
that.
Oh, then how did you mean it?
I was joking.
I like
Okay.
the fact that it's all Janet McTeer now.
This is Julie. This is Vanessa Kirby before she gets too drunk and
Oh.
wasted. And then
Those are too easy. You got to pick something
are
random.
you
like
you're-
open
don't- no problem.
open
No
to a random
problem.
page.
We're
Here, I
take-
got a script in
we're
front of me, and
taking
I'm
a-
going
Don't
to say
you dare
this.
challenge
We're
me.
taking
Who
a
would want to
sidebar.
appeal eternal damnation?
Well, I don't think rewards is a way to.
Matt's competing with 2 scripts
Yes.
and a couple of actors.
Well, you know what? Claire's sanity is found at the center of convulsion, where madness is scorched from the bisected soul. I know myself. I see myself. My life is caught in a web of reason spun by a doctor to argument the same.
Or maybe it's just gas.
Can you repeat it?
Absolutely not.
All right. So our sidebar. Let's put our scripts away
Sorry.
and have an actual conversation about rewards. You can still, if you want, Grady, talk in your British accent. I'm sorry,
I don't want to anymore.
Not Janet McTeer, but Vanessa Kirby. if you
Oh,
wanna be.
Jean, but that's different though, Jean.
I think now he's the drunk Vanessa Kirby.
She's not drunk. She's just alone.
How about this?
Vanessa, go away.
All
I'm
right, Matt's
sorry.
trying
Go
to
to
get
the
us back on track.
definition.
Yes.
Okay.
The definition of rewards. Okay? Rewards are benefits or incentives given in recognition of achievement, effort, or behavior. They can serve to reinforce positive actions and motivate individuals to continue performing well.
Yeah.
Rewards can take various forms. Tangible rewards, physical items such as money, gifts, or bonuses. Intangible rewards, non-physical benefits like praise, recognition, or opportunities for advancement. Intrinsic
That seems
rewards,
Slap in the face. A reward for that.
personal satisfaction or fulfillment derived from completing a task or achieving a goal. Extrinsic,
Oh, that's a hard
extrinsic
one. It's a hard one to say.
rewards. Yeah, me words.
Extrinsic.
External rewards that come from outside the individual, such as promotions or awards. Overall rewards are used to encourage desired behavior and acknowledge accomplishments across various contexts, including workplaces, educational settings, and personal relationships. I feel like this covers what Grady's talking about, but it also has a very positive bent to it, so it doesn't
also
doesn't
is very
touch into the
positive.
darkness of
No.
how rewards can be manipulative.
Matt, why did you bring this topic up?
Why did I bring this topic up? I
You were
think
pretty fast to mention it.
He was.
Well, I felt like in your text you were screaming at us. And I think Claire, I have a guilt about not having topics early enough, and I wanted to like give us enough time to try to think.
I was excited because I wasn't sure that we were all doing this today. And then yesterday I was like, oh my God, we don't have a topic. I was excited.
No, I look, I'm not yelling at you.
Okay, good.
I think we're all very defensive of each other.
I'm not at all. I'm the
You would
calmest
know if
one
I was
here.
yelling. There would be caps
You
lock.
would
No, you'd know if I was yelling.
You would be in the caps lock. I don't remember what made me think of it. I guess because ultimately I'd like to do the podcast under the blanket of this is for my kids to remember my thoughts about certain topics. I felt like as students, they're often subject to a reward system. And so I think that's where it came from. And then I thought about, one of my real one of my problems, one of the things that I have to work on is I reward myself with food, like the Labrador, and that can be a very unhealthy choice for me because I'm not thinking about what's the best food to put in my system as fuel. I'm thinking of it as, oh, you did good, pat on the head. This is you get this.
You know, it's interesting because you're giving yourself a reward, and because we have means as humans and we have thumbs, because we have hands that we can use to hold things, we can drive cars and we have money. We can reward ourselves with so many more things than a dog can get rewarded with. A dog can't reward themselves.
Yeah, I know. I'm a Labrador with thumbs.
You're
right.
I'm the same. Like, I eat so much ice cream in the summer. I don't even think it's a reward. It actually becomes a little bit of like an addiction. But some days I'm like, I deserve this.
Yeah, I think for me, there is an addiction quality to it. It is a pattern of behavior that is so a part of my life, and I want to break it because there's just no good Chinese food around here, really.
Reward yourself with food, will you do it in private or will you do it in public?
Mostly in private.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that I won't eat in public.
No,
but
I
yeah,
get that, but you said before
I
you
live
have
alone.
you don't
I
really-
can order food.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not.
So does it feel good? If
Not
you're,
afterwards.
If you're doing the reward and you're doing it in private, does it feel okay? Does it feel good?
I don't think so.
So
I mean,
not a reward.
it doesn't feel bad. No, the idea is the reward, and the first bite is the reward.
And how many times do you
But then I'll eat too much, and I'll
and
be
you
like,
go, I feel sick.
yeah.
Yeah, I know this always happens to
And
me. With
also,
cookies.
like, if you do it all the time, it's not really a reward. Like, go in the kitchen and make yourself something. I've been really trying to just cook and make food myself, and not think of it as anything but
Sustenance, right?
just
You need it.
Also do it out of boredom too.
There's a
It's like-
fine line where you don't want to deprive yourself of something. I mean, that's soul sucking.
No, because if I go to Stu Leonard's, I want to get myself that pistachio soft serve.
And I want
You
their
know?
pre-made pizzas.
Oh, you like
They're
those
pre-made
over there?
pizzas.
Yeah, they're good. You cook them right.
Well, what are other ways to
I have
reward
such
ourselves?
a horrible. Rewards seem like such a slap in the face to me. I'm like, it almost seems like I should, because I grew up that way. I'm just tainted with it. And even like I can't take compliments. I'm like that. No, I don't want like if someone's like, oh, you were great in that show, or whatever.
Do you think of those as
I
rewards?
liked that show. No, not at all. No.
Is a compliment considered a reward?
Well, that's what it said in the definition. And that made me go, no.
Like praise.
Like I should be grateful for just work. I want to work. I want to express. I want to. I don't know what I'm
See,
saying.
I
think
would look
Panda
at the
Express,
reward. So, like, to me,
Honey walnut shrimp.
a reward for a performance is the feeling that I get after I've finished it, and I feel a sense of completion. And
I don't have to do this again.
well, no, it's actually even after like the first opening night, let's say, the feedback from the audience, the appreciation from people. That to me is a reward. There also has to be some type of something I feel like I got back from giving. that's a reward, but
That feels like a very healthy version of what rewarding yourself.
I mean, you're talking about the feeling you
The
have when you're
satisfaction.
able to give and help someone. You feel your heart feels good
I mean,
about it, and
through-
that's a
through-
very rewarding,
through art,
a rewarding feeling.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes,
Is that right?
yeah, I mean, through art and performing, if I think if I don't hear that I did an okay job or a good job, then I might not feel like I
can't
feel
relate to that
a
at all.
reward.
I really can't.
No, I mean, I think for me,
But I
that's,
hear you.
as an educator, that's a dangerous thing because that's what most kids have. And I think that's where certainly theater education is a problem, where pay-to-play theaters are a problem because people are waiting to hear
Right.
how they've done.
They've
in
already
order
they
to
paid
get,
up front for the reward already,
Yeah,
right?
Well, no, I mean, they're
do,
like,
do you know what I mean, though?
yes, like metaphorically.
Yeah,
they're
I'm
paying
gonna
to
get that
praise
applause.
at the
Yeah,
end.
right. That's
You
what
know?
I'm.
So you don't feel the reward isn't that you intrinsically felt that you did a good job. It's extrinsic. That's I think so. Is
Well,
that where
I'm
that-
saying that's the dangerous part.
exactly.
Yeah. Absolutely. Like before if you've gone through a process like with students and kids, they know that they've done a good job and that they're ready to go, and they should be proud of their work before the curtain opens, metaphorically, right? If they're waiting to go to the lobby to hear from everybody else, oh, you were so great in that. That's not real
worthless.
confidence. You're not really building confidence. You're creating ego,
Mm-hmm.
and you're also then creating people who are waiting on praise in order to put value to the work that they've done. So the reward should be the
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
process. That's a hard thing.
It is hard
I-
because
It actually should be a balance. I
Well,
mean,
because-
you
It is hard
you
as-
should enjoy the things that they say, but if you believe it beforehand, you believe that you've done a really good job, and you have dedicated yourself to the process.
You
Then
can't-
when people give you praise afterwards, then it can what's the word I'm looking for? It can then enhance the feeling that you already had. But if you're just waiting for them to say it, then forget it.
So, but what
That's
about you,
just
Grady?
ego.
So you have a hard time when someone tells you did a good job.
I
You
don't
have-
even go out after the show. I don't go out in the audience if I can help
But
it.
you
people
don't even
still
go to the
find you
lobby.
and tell you that.
No, if I can help it.
You wait for a year later to be walking out of the
If
theater
I can,
and ask
but that means
people
more to me if someone says to me a year later, "I saw you in that. Just wanted to say I really loved it." Then I accept. Then I receive that.
Yes.
I don't. I find it to be artificial to come out because people are obligated, and I don't. And I'm also not judging myself while I'm in performance. That's a strict rule. I have no judgment on anything I've done. I don't get mad about a line missing, a light going off. People go on for an hour about, oh, this sound didn't come on. I don't care. I do not care. I have no judgment.
I sat.
After the show, you might have there may be an incident or two, and I've only gotten really upset on stage once.
I want to be like Grady when I grow up.
I've only
It would be
been
nice, right?
I've only been upset on stage once, and it was for the recording reason, and I can't explain that, but it shot my nervous system, and it hurt my heart. It was like someone stole from me
Yeah.
a piece of me that it'll make me cry to think about it. And I know you don't feel this way. You don't mind pictures and things, but the fact that someone was up there recording that, and I went off stage and was like, I just like, oh my God, someone has captured that. I give it back to me. And I was like, I had to calm down.
But you're also somebody who says, like, when we put it out into the world, it's not ours anymore.
Yes.
Like it's not for us to
It's not.
determine whether it's good
not.
or bad.
You're dealing with an audience with all the subjective minds,
Yeah.
and
But look, you had an experience that was very visceral.
it just
to you
shocked me because I didn't know someone was there capturing that, and it just felt, it felt,
violating.
yeah. But I got over it, and I realized it's who gives a shit. It doesn't matter.
So this play that I'm doing right now, I sit on stage for like the first 4 scenes just in a catatonic state, and
and
I'd
you
work.
look so cozy.
Well, when you're the director,
He's
you
asleep.
make yourself cozy.
Oh my
He's
God,
asleep.
that bathrobe looks
He's-
so nice.
I did.
He's asleep.
Is he?
I did fall asleep the other night a little
Oh,
bit.
Oh, it's-
I did. It was only for like 10
we
seconds,
call that.
but like
I nodded off.
I nodded. Yes.
nodded off.
No, but like so opening night, the first I'd worked for a while to make the first cue underscore the first monologue because I thought it was a really nice
so
thing to do.
good, too.
And then what happened was the fade got triggered right away. So basically the song like ended quickly and it
Immediately.
it didn't underscore the monologue at all. And I'm sitting catatonic in the chair going, what the fuck? And I couldn't let it go. I'm sitting there not being able to let it go. I had to tell myself, like, you don't have to be a director right now. Just be an actor. Just let it go. It's so stupid.
Well, good, but you had the awareness to go stop.
Nothing happens. She did fine without the
She
thing.
did, actually. It was the best. It was the best one she's delivered.
But I couldn't let it go. Grady's sitting out there just floating around like it doesn't bother him. I'm like, I have nothing to do.
But
and I'm like holding on to it.
Was I there that night?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, yes, it was opening night.
Oh.
And
I didn't even know it was happening.
No, because I mean, you wouldn't have known. It seemed fine, but I just spent 20 minutes fixing the whole thing and getting it prepared, and then it fucked up, and I just couldn't let it go.
So what's your
Couldn't let it
reward?
go.
What's your reward in all of this?
But
Matt?
your awareness.
I was waiting
really
for you guys to
quickly.
give me praise, but
You're-
nothing happened this morning. You just talked about the wonderful conversation you guys had with each other last night that I wasn't a part of.
That's
I didn't
not,
tell you.
that's
I didn't
not
tell you
what
how much I like the
happened.
show.
That's not what happened. But
My
okay.
obsession with the
We'll
show.
be the
isn't-
goldfish
No,
and fuck
no.
off.
Oh,
Sure, I
yeah.
didn't really only talk about how much I love the girl in the show.
She's great. She's good. No, what is my reward? My reward, like we were talking about before, is
Me on
no
the creative team.
No one fucking wanted this. You know,
No,
there was
nobody.
nobody asking for
Nobody
it.
wanted it.
And we made it happen.
I wanted to watch it, and I
wanted
did.
to
Yes, well, like no one was like,
I wanted to be-
"Ew,
I wanted
let's
to be
not
in
do
it."
this." But no one was like, "Oh, Matt, you should direct a play."
I
that
need to
you're
do.
in,"
I've
and-
got to do Last Days. Matt, are you available? Like that wasn't.
Does
happening.
anyone ever do that?
No, because usually they choose a season and stuff like that. I kind of force my hand in. you
Well,
know?
can you
While
force
you
your
were
hand
singing.
in? Can you prepare me in like 5 years in advance for the next time you're going to do the show?
You know, it's funny that you say that because I'm not sure.
No,
that I'm
you can't
finished
bring this
with
out.
it.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
You can't bring this out again.
I'm not sure that
I
I'm
need
finished with
you
it,
to
to be
work on
honest.
You're
other
not
things.
finished with it.
You got to
I'm
work
not
on other
finished
things.
with it.
And he needs to rewrite a few things in here. And I don't mean the stuff that people find offensive. I mean, there's
No, that
the
it's
world's
very- it's
burning
very-
right now, and it's so apropos.
I got to tell you,
The
last night,
abortion
there's-
section
yeah.
is like so. It could not be written at a more incredibly fragile and imploding time.
Maybe I should direct it.
Maybe you should. It was written specifically after 9/11,
Right.
And it has
It's
all
very
of that.
It has that
For
that
sure.
ferocity.
But at one point, Al Fayumi says, "I don't have my papers. I'll live in hell. It all happens because of the Americanization of the afterlife." And times being what they are, you like understand that. It's kind of like the line, and the audience lost it last night because their world feels like that. And even though he was talking about what happened on 9/11, people were associating it with the political
Right.
climate
No,
right now.
it fits right in. This isn't going anywhere. In fact, it's more important now than it was when it came out, I believe.
I can't argue with that.
However, I need to do other things, so I can't have you zooming around
No,
on the
I'm
drain
not,
on
but
this
look,
for the next 8 years.
This
Okay,
is like,
I'll do
no,
it.
It was like eight years ago or something that I did
I
it.
will take the ring.
And we
So then
had a
wait
good
another
time.
8.
And in the ether, we were like, if we could get a chance to do it again. And then we found so much more this time. And doing it, I'm so proud of how we changed it and how it works.
I'm in the
but
we-
I
I'm in that
do
we- I'm in
think
the
that
we,
there are
right?
things that I thought of while doing this that I don't know that I executed. So I think I may not be done with it. And it may be the only play that I stick with for a while.
Let me negotiate how I want to say this. I think that no.
So, Grady, did you have a reward from doing this show? You're proud of it.
I think he did.
I'm
I
proud
think he
of
did.
I'm proud of Matt. I'm very proud. I'm was really honored to just even be able to like be a not a director, but just a little bit of an eye and give Matt some notes that I
So
thought.
you're proud of it. You're proud of the work that you did.
Yeah, you know what the reward is for me is that I want to start directing again, and I haven't done it in years, and this made me go, okay, my wheels are okay. I think I can do this again.
Yeah.
I gave a good note here. Okay, well, that's working.
It was also
I
like
appreciated
a
you
bit,
asking me.
Yeah, it was a bit foundational too. Like people were comforted just by Grady being there. They looked forward to
That's
him.
nice.
He never felt like he was an intruder, which we know working at other theaters. Even like if the producers
They
or
don't
the
want you in
people
there.
who work
Yeah,
on stuff when they sit in the audience, it feels like an intrusion.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
That they don't belong there, and that wasn't that for Grady. I do think Grady is a huge supporter of me artistically, and I think to see, and I'll speak for you. You can correct me if I'm wrong. To see me succeed when there are all of these hurdles against getting it done, I think feels very rewarding for him.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
I mean, no, I love it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that ticket sales are rough, but I'm not sorry that this show's going on.
yeah. Agreed.
So I don't care if 2 people are in the audience. The fact that you were able to get this done and have people behind you going, yep, keep going. We've got you. Keep walking forward.
Yeah.
We're right behind you, right beside you. And I was right in front of you.
So I wouldn't fall. No, but there were.
Well, I didn't want
it
you to
was,
fart
it was
on me.
huge, especially because I put myself in it.
You put yourself in a very vulnerable position to even open this up, and that's brave. I feel this is a very brave move
Oh, thanks.
to do this, and there aren't many people even would look at this and go, "Oh, I liked reading it. I don't know how to stage that. I don't. How do you do this? What do you do?"
Yeah.
There's a million different ways you could do this.
Yeah. No, I've heard a lot of great feedback about it in general, which is really, really, really nice. I
And
you know
there's-
when we did Curious Incident and people came up to us, it was a different look than say when we did Puffs. You know, people looked at us not in a different way, but like
No.
their reaction was so visceral,
or
that you
or
could
either
see
just
it.
so.
I'm getting some of that in terms of like just Gergis's script. Like people are like,
It's this text.
if they don't know it, they're like, I can't believe something like this exists.
Right.
And it's great. I
And
mean,
it's not all-
good. I'm glad his work is getting out there
Me
because
too.
I think it's a special script. You know. Anyways, Claire's making mouth noises.
Oh,
No, it's a
completely
microphone.
devoid
It's a
of
microphone.
adjectives.
what do you do now?
So thank you for
All right.
listening to
Yeah,
the Last
thanks
Will
so much.
podcast.
And
So Claire,
come
how do
see
you?
Last Days. Oh,
Yeah, no. For
Last
sure.
Jays-
come see the Last Days of Judas Iscariot at the Crystal Theater, running now through next weekend.
Oh,
Oh
when
wait,
is this?
This is going to come
This
out
is gonna
Monday
come
because we
out-
have no.
Oh,
Yes, we
perfect.
haven't been
Great,
meeting
so-
so much that we are like.
we have no more content.
Come
no,
down.
we
Isn't that great?
are right. This will come out tomorrow.
awesome.
Okay, this is so great.
I know.
Yeah.
We can take
Wait,
a
we're not
break.
done yet.
Yeah, you want any shout outs?
I'm
done.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty much done.
No, we
Come next weekend to Crystal Theater.
yes.
Thursday?
Friday.
Sorry.
29th,
God
30th.
damn it! Can I just say the dates of the thing?
I just was
Okay, say the
wondering
dates.
if we had a Thursday show.
No.
Just come see the show next weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Are you
Jean.
Dudley Moore?
No. Are you kidding? That'd be absurd. Sean. Yeah, no, next weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 7:30 Friday, Saturday. and 3 o'clock Sunday.
Yes. That's the 29th,
And a party
the
afterwards
30th, and
at the
December
theater.
1st. It's going to be December. But probably you
actually-
know that, Claire, because
I'm working.
your
that
work
day.
is incredibly busy at this point.
Claire works. Sorry.
How do you reward yourself, Claire?
Lady Footlocker.
Like, is there anything that comes?
Bath time.
Is it bath time?
I don't know.
I think maybe, and I'm guessing it's like quiet time. Like it's shutting off the world, hanging out with Willie.
Yeah, there is.
And
Yeah.
That's a reward? That's a necessity for me.
Yeah. Well, I guess.
I can't.
Yeah, but like I
can't-
guess it's I put it in that. Do you feel like you've earned it? And if you feel like you've earned it, that feels like a reward.
Yeah.
It's
It's interesting that you say that, Grady, because it does feel absolutely necessary that I have to do stuff like that. Like when you and I talked last night and we were talking about like the retail universe and how exhausting it is.
Oh my God, yes.
And I'm like, but I actually, before I do the shut off reward, I make sure that I've done everything else first.
I wish
And then I'm
I
like,
wish I could do
okay,
that.
now it's sometimes it's just sitting down and watching a show or watching a movie. And then
Listen, I'm like 20 Hallmarks deep right now, just so you know. So my brain's pretty shut off.
so you're okay.
Oh, Hallmark's.
well, you're gonna have to give Claire a list. Of,
I'm not going to watch
They're
them.
rolling them
No,
out.
I
There's
don't-
three, there's
no,
3
they're
new
too
ones a
happy
weekend.
For me.
Oh right. You're not
I don't
doing
do
happy.
happy.
Not again. That was from Titanic too.
Oh God, I wish I could watch that again as if I'd
We need
never
to watch
seen
it all.
before.
You need to watch it with me.
Okay.
So
In like
so
2 years.
That's
it's
a
still
reward.
fresh
Getting
in
to
my-
watch something with me is a reward.
maybe
I
maybe
bet
we
it
do
is.
maybe we do an episode.
We
Of
watched
us watching
Titanic
each
too.
other?
Yeah.
Yes.
If we watch
Yes.
it, we'll break it up and
Now
maybe,
I'm into another season of this.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
good.
Because I haven't re-signed the con.
No, I know you haven't.
Well, Smartless wants me, but I mean, a
Oh, you know.
Yeah, they
you
called-
gotta go where the money is, my friend.
little bit.
So I maybe it's all just like verbiage.
Can
or
I tell
whatever.
you? I don't know why, but I want 2 dogs named Pomp and Circumstance.
Grady just took his sweater off. He's
He
hot
got
now.
he got hot thinking about season 2.
And he's wearing a shirt that says Snoopy Surf Shop from Hawaii.
Why are
which
you
is-
like? How could that happen?
No, because
And he's
we're
wearing
talking about
glasses.
dogs.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Don't
Okay.
describe me on air.
And he's about 5'2".
He's got like
Fuck off.
a creamy complexion.
Ew.
Just kidding.
What did you associate creamy complexion with earlier?
People as creamy.
She just called you gay.
No,
Stop
He's like a creamy
calling
complexion is
people
gay.
creamy.
it was a joke from the previous conversation, which I hope you understand is
I
just
don't,
me being
clearly, 'cause I'm
funny.
saying
And I don't think that about you at
new
all.
material
Okay, so
coming down the pipeline.
I
Ooh,
do
creamy people are so like
they
yeah,
really
no.
are. They're
prickly.
Oh
oatmeal.
my god! Oh, he's
complexion.
so creamy. Oh, I can't.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it like
a bad
that?
one.
Okay, everybody, hello. I'm Steve Monica, and I'm here to talk to you. Let me catch my breath. You know how bad I want to play that?
I was
I
thinking
I
want
want to do that
play
monologue
that.
so bad.
All right. Well, we've got.
No, I
you
don't.
have a
though. No,
script,
I
and
not
I have
do-
a script.
we're
We
not
I have
doing
other
scripts.
things. I'm
We're
not
not
circling.
doing
I'm not
scripts.
circling the
Okay.
drain with this show. It's
I
too
will
dense.
then.
Do I have to go to myths for
No,
rewards?
no, no.
'cause we were
I have
talking.
something to say, and
Yes.
it's not that great.
Then get
but
to it.
I get rewarded at my job sometimes, and that feels good.
Okay, you know what? I can relate to that. Like getting bonuses and things.
Yeah.
Like, I do feel like I'm like that.
Yeah,
That's
like
the shit.
like it's a little thing. It's like, hey,
Yes.
if you sell this
Okay,
one piece
thank
today,
you
you
for
get
that.
$25, and I'm like, wow,
I
that's
just-
amazing.
I hear that word and the shot collar comes on. So I need to rethink
Yeah,
that a little
because
bit.
I
Wait,
think you
really?
probably have
And
just
it was-
an association with the word and not. If you think about,
It was-
if I did a certain thing, I've earned this as a. Consequences isn't the right word, but I've earned this as
No, but there was a consequence if I didn't do it.
no, but what I'm trying to say is that like you associate the word, and not like the
Look, I mean,
formula
I'm pulled in
order
right now.
and not like the formula that leads to what a reward is.
Right.
It's probably present in your life in a positive way. You just don't use that verbiage.
I don't use that
I
word
can't.
for it.
It's like semantics. You
yeah,
know.
it is semantics for sure.
so wait,
But you
this is
have
Subjective
that.
semantics, yes. And I hear that, and then I'm like, it seems cruel, and it seems patronizing, and just, ew, don't, if you cannot be you, here's a lollipop.
see that's not, but
It's
that's not
so
what I'm
cruel.
saying.
Yeah. No.
That's not what I'm.
No. I'm saying, but that's
Oh.
my experience, and
But-
it's still, I can't even, it makes my body pull in.
But if
I can't
I
believe children are treated like that.
But if I
Not anymore.
tell
That
you
was the
to go
70s.
out, if I tell you to go outside,
it
and
was not the 70s.
I feel like it was no.
maybe it was
I was
70
born in
outside that day.
1958.
78.
Hopefully, I'll die
79.
tomorrow.
So what if I told you to go out into my car and get something for me?
I would just
and
do it.
I would give you $25.
no, I don't
for
want it. I wouldn't take it.
Okay, what if I told you to go outside and get something for my car, but you had to tight rope there?
I would do it for you.
And
I'd at least try.
What
Well,
if
I
she
don't
said
need
that
you to do it.
if you did
I
it,
just would pay you
she
for it.
would produce constellations for you.
Can you produce?
Beggars can't
I
be
thought
choosers,
that
Brady.
was the
You
question.
take your producers where you can get them.
Okay.
Okay,
Answer question with a question.
Claire, you're hired.
God.
Don't worry, you're
No,
hired.
but like you,
5
look, I
years.
never experienced
I don't
what
even
you
wanna-
experienced, so I thank you for like shining a light on a different version of this. But I think we can admit that there's a lot of different types of rewards.
I
that
would like to
are-
work on not thinking of it that way anymore
Yeah.
because I don't want to be back in that space anymore.
Well, if you can think about it like that, then we can give you a lollipop. You'd be more like us. We give you a lollipop,
Mm.
right?
That's like what I would get. Why would you say that?
I know. Is my joke way too?
No, it
Close
did
to
not
home.
land at all.
What
I
would
usually don't tell
be-
people that their work is shitty, but that wasn't great.
What is a satisfactory reward for
One
Grady?
second.
He's mad. He's not.
One
though.
second.
Yeah. You want to shame me?
What?
You
Okay,
can
and I
see
just,
that
I
was a
just, want,
shaming
I just
look.
wanted to look
There
at
was
you.
just a looking thing. Okay, so what is like for me? Like money is a reward. Like I love working for money. I do. I really do.
Well, you do, you know.
Don't
dance?
do it, Grady. Don't make that joke.
Okay, like professionally,
Professionally, yeah. At the
You know me so well.
yeah,
like rake the leaves for
structure.
$50. Okay.
You know.
And yeah, I see you. I'm walking.
So Grady, what would be a satisfactory reward for you that would make you feel good to do something? Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I think opportunity.
I don't feel
I think for Grady, it would be opportunity. If he had to do a little, just like the jokey scenario that I created, if you asked him to do a certain thing and then gave him opportunity to do some sort of creative outlet, that would feel like
I might.
a reward.
Yeah.
You know, that would fit the formula of like work, earn, reward.
I don't like. That's
or
why.
task, earn, reward.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's why I guess maybe this is why I have a problem with curtain calls too.
Oh.
Not the theater, the actual curtain call, the coming out to bow. I despise it.
So, what do you have? You have a problem with curtain call?
Not at all. I do not have a problem at all.
I just my heart skipped a beat. I was like, we can't name drop. Anyway,
Listen, there's
No,
There's a few good men out there, and what they know is this.
always men. It's always men.
Fucking men. One of the best lines from Yerma.
So, God, I understand. So, okay, a curtain call makes you uncomfortable.
Horribly. I don't like it. It feels disingenuous. It's forced. I do not like it at all. I don't understand it. It's antiquated. And if you look up the history of the curtain call, it has. You look it up. It was for the king.
Okay, whoa. But what about a group bow? Is that okay?
No,
Not even a group
No,
bow.
I want the show to end. There's no reason you should see me as me after the show.
I love a
Here's
bow.
the-
Don't
here's the
believe
thing.
in it.
But you know
that's
what I've
And
said.
I do,
I'm sorry,
and
Claire.
you have
know
helped
what I
me
was gonna
change my perspective on that. And I do agree with you that there is so much truth to that and validity.
Tell the audience my brilliance.
Oh my God, that the audience wants to thank you, and this is their way of thanking you. And so, by not allowing that, it's a slap in the face to the audience that came to see you. Okay, so that's one way to think about
Matt,
it.
thank you for changing Grady.
It didn't change. I'm
welcome.
saying that's
You're
one way to
welcome.
think about it. I don't think about it that way.
I think you clearly said it changed you.
I said you've helped change my
Change you. You
or-
said, Matt, you have helped change me.
He's
I was
amazing.
For good.
unchangeable, and yeah, for good.
I have been.
Don't we're gonna get
changed.
sued. You're gonna get sued. No, but that is my theory. My theory is it's not about us; it's about them.
I never had thought that till I met you.
Yeah.
a lot of things I never thought till I, met you.
I love bowing.
But-
I'm like
good and bad.
I think I'm like up there, and I'm like,
I'm
I
worse off
finally
for
fucking
sure.
did it. It's over. You're welcome.
Yeah.
That's what I. But
No, mm-mm.
no. It's,
I hate it.
okay.
I've only had one show where we didn't have a curtain call, and it was just great. The audience just gets to leave with their perspective and thinking about it. They don't have to look at me. I'm not up there for
But
them to
I,
look
as
at
an audience
me.
member, feel gypped if I don't get a bow.
Oh, really?
You know what? The only time I cared about a curtain call was, and this is ironic because I shouldn't have, was when I was playing the lead in a show, and then it was a group bow that went around in a wagon wheel circle and bowed to every part of the stage, every
Okay,
part of the
yeah, yeah,
audience. And I was like, listen, I get the final motherfucker in this.
Oh, so you did feel like you should have been rewarded.
Because I was
Was it when you were
doing
Pippin?
dental work up through my ass to make this thing work.
You were Pippin.
Well, we did.
No, this was not Pippin. This was not Pippin. Pippin was different.
We did when we did Joyful Noise. We did a company bow,
Oh,
and
that
my
was
ego was a
painful.
little like,
It was painful.
oh,
You were
okay.
You were conducting the audience then, weren't you?
I was, and then Nancy said, "I want you to stay after everybody goes, and then take a bow."
Really?
And I don't
You
like
felt weird
usually,
about that. Felt weird. We should have all stayed and stood back, and you stand up and take a bow.
I would have liked
think.
to have been.
I would have
that
liked to
bow.
have been. And I don't like
An extra bow. You wanted
and
the,
I don't
the
like
extra
people
bow?
clapping for
I
each
get
other
it.
on stage either. That's,
No.
No, I
Don't-
always say that to
don't-
the kids. Stop it.
don't
I don't
do
even
that.
want to. I don't even want to point to the booth.
I actually still believe that there's a fourth
So
wall
see,
there when I'm bowing.
You accept the curtain call, but you don't accept all the all
No, not at
parameters
all.
that go with
No.
it.
We
So
don't. We don't clap
you
for
have
each
a-
other. We don't.
no, ew,
We don't
stop.
clap for the stage manager whose job it is.
The only time I've ever felt really loved when someone clapped for me on stage was Christopher. But I think we were
Yeah,
all just.
but even then,
but
I
I think
fucking
it
was like-
you're clapping for Christopher. But even then, the audience is clapping for Christopher, not for me.
I have to tell you, honestly,
We were
No,
clapping
no.
for you.
no, they weren't. They were clapping for you.
Yeah.
They were clapping
I
for
don't
you.
see it that way.
Well, that's fine. You don't
You
have
can
to
see
see
it
it
however
anyway.
you want.
They needed to say thank you for that effort.
They should.
They
because
saw
it
that
was
was an effort. Yeah, absolutely. You put in a day's work.
I put my foot in that.
Yeah.
One whole day.
I came in off book. Well, a different book.
Then
we
I had to
realized,
beat him. Yeah, it was totally. It was the Bible. I came in and memorizing the Bible. So yeah, but no, I think the audience wants to say thank you.
Can't they just say
so-
thank you? Can't they say?
They
about
do
this?
it- they do it in a
You know what?
traditional way.
Here's when next time I direct, it's gonna this. Emails are gonna go up on the screen. If you want to thank someone, send them an email. Here's the email. Claire. Please send an email if you want to
If
thank
you're
them.
lucky enough to
you're-
have a screen
if you're
in your
genuine enough
theater.
and want to thank them, write them.
Oh,
Why
maybe
is
put
he
their
making me
email.
do more work?
You don't get to.
I have
you
to.
don't
I
get
have to then create that video because you're not going to
Why-
create it.
Yes, I will. You don't know what I can do on the computer
Well, why don't you help me?
because
then?
I don't know how to do that.
Then Matt's going to do it for you.
No, he's not.
I'm not even going to be a part of this.
I know I'm going to have to do
I'm
it.
not going to be in
not
this
even going
show.
to say their name.
All right.
I'm going to
Do
have
we-
my friend.
Do we want to read some of the myths of reward?
You can.
Sure.
We're in sync, but we're all cunts today.
just
Can I just?
fun.
We are very cunty today.
It's great.
Can I just say, let's not take off so much time because then we won't be cunty. Don't look at me like that.
Okay.
He's not even looking
I'm like
at
here
you.
to have fun. I don't know why. Like,
We all wear
Claire.
glasses.
look, world,
This-
because I'm a coming. Don't rain on my parade.
Oh my God, you guys bonded last night, and now
No,
I'm on
we
the
didn't at
outside.
all. She was like, I'm on melatonin. Good night.
Wow, it was an hour-long conversation. I'm pretty sure.
No.
And I took my.
I don't do hours.
Wait a minute. Why do I have a missed phone call from
Stop
Grady
it.
at 9:48 a.m. today? Did you call me?
No.
Yes, remember we were we
Oh.
did that little thingy, that little experiment.
I'm like,
Okay.
I didn't talk to Grady today.
Yeah.
Actually, Grady did call me last night twice. What? What are you talking? What are you
Say
saying?
that again today. Do your Valley Girl voice. Real quick. Do it for me.
Calls with a check mark have been verified by the carrier.
That is exactly the way I play Juliet. Rewards always motivate. Number one.
Ugh,
Many
that's-
believe that rewards are a surefire way to motivate people. However,
Okay, yeah.
excess reliance on external rewards
what
can
I hate.
diminish intrinsic motivation and lead to a lack of engagement over time. Right? So we saw that didn't work for you.
Not for
As a
Grady.
kid, it made
Well,
you resentful too in the long run.
It worked for me because I had to comply, and if I didn't, so
No,
then
no, it taught you how to mask because you
Yeah.
masked to comply,
Yes.
but inside you were fucking tornado. I'm
Wait,
sure.
I have a question, Grady. Is your
Yes, you
experience?
he nodded. He's
no,
nodded
I
yes.
was. Yes.
Is your experience like when this was happening to you when you were younger? Did you feel the shock collar at
Yeah.
that moment, or is it your hindsight?
No, it was happening then. It was so cruel, and it was just unusual and awful, and to just keep hearing
They
like,
weren't doing it right
to-
for you. I'm
They were.
sorry.
They still don't do it right. ABA therapy is horrifying. Look it up.
It's got to be better though, right? Than the 70s.
I mean, like Chloe. Oh my God, that's the third time.
See, this
so
just
it's a
never
callback, and it's done now. 3 times.
Oh, is it?
We do 3
can't-
times.
I can't say that you
Ready?
were a child of the
Hold
70s
on.
anymore.
Here we go.
Well,
So
why are you wearing bell bottoms then?
why am I wearing bell bottoms?
Yeah.
Because I'm going roller skating later, and I'm going to motorboat somebody with their boopers.
So don't tell me you weren't raised in the 70s.
I'm really good at circling back to that. That was before we started recording.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we won't talk about
That was from the
third
play.
boob
My
either.
mother has 3 boopers.
No, that was called My Mother Has 4 Noses.
Did you listen to it?
No, I went to sleep last night after a conversation.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
All rewards are equal. Not all rewards have the same impact. Individual preferences vary, so what motivates one person might not motivate another person.
Correct.
Personalization is key in effective reward system. I think that's the one thing that we didn't talk about. Like a reward system doesn't ever feel healthy.
Okay, here's the thing.
Like
if
you can have rewards, but
if
like
you said to me right now,
yes,
Claire, I will give you Grady and Claire, whoever cleans that corner of my apartment fastest gets $50.
Gotta go.
Grady's leaving and I'm getting the money.
There's
No,
no
wait.
doubt.
Oh, there's
But
money?
that's not.
Yes,
$50.
$50 was.
Oh, no,
Gotta
I'm
listen to
going.
Oh,
That's
Okay,
like a Bed Bath & Beyond gift.
A new
card.
pair of
Are you
sneakers.
Oh my God, you.
$50? Where are you getting
no,
those?
I'm just saying, or $50 or a
Where
new
are
pair
you
of
getting that
sneakers.
money?
Wow. So could that sentence drip with any more contempt?
Yeah, well, Grady
Not
obviously
really.
doesn't need the $50. I'm going to put it into my Broadway fund.
You know what,
Yes.
Claire? You're very wealthy, and we all know it.
Then why do I have a jar of cash in my room?
Because
I'm
you
just
hide
using
it
to
so you don't,
save-
because you don't want people to ask you for anything. I saw you in first class flying to. I don't want to tell people where you go. but
Thanks
I saw
for
you up there in the front of the plane.
No, that's not a system. That's just like a.
money over there.
Yeah, that's just
He
like
flies
an
first
event
class.
or something like
You
that.
fly first class.
Don't. Anyway, the point is that
I
Grady and I
deserve
see
to fly first class.
You
but I
absolutely
don't.
do.
Thank you.
You deserve to fly
Grady-
between two wrestlers.
Okay, what if the
were
money
in front and
were what if the money were higher, Grady? Like it obviously money doesn't motivate Grady the way it motivates me. It's different. Like I'm like, yes, I will absolutely spend 1 hour of my time on that corner of your apartment.
Right.
But you're right, Matt. Matt,
Box
Matt, you're
melon.
right. There is something with artistic endeavors that I do. If someone said something to me like, "Oh my God, this reminded me of such and such," and I would just melt.
Yeah, but I also think though
That's
that,
a-
that
that-
things though that you value, you would probably do something like if you thought it was helpful, like clean the mount box over there in the corner of my
You have
place.
to reward Grady in the right way.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm just
yeah.
talking
Nah,
about
see,
like a
no,
system of like
I'm gonna be
every
blunt.
week. If you guys, if whoever puts out the best highs, lows, and gratifications at the end of the week,
Too much
will-
pressure. I won't do
No,
it.
but I'm just saying. If I did that every week and there was a money reward, cash reward at the end of the week, and we did that for like 10 weeks, that's like a reward system that we are creating. A
terrible.
one-off of me going, hey, I need help cleaning my apartment. If
I would
you
do it.
clean
Yes,
my
I would do
apartment,
it.
I will.
I don't want anything
I would
for
say
it.
how
though.
much?
No, I understand that. That's why I got to take advantage
The
of
reward
you.
is me doing it, is helping you.
right.
Well, Grady is a
Claire and I were going to finish the podcast. If you could start with that corner.
Grady's such a
No, you seem like you're leaving now.
what is it?
I wanted you to start cleaning, not
You called
leaving.
me a
Free labor.
mensch earlier. Free labor.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
what you think of when you think of me. Free labor.
No, but
You
that you
just
were
said- you
were
just said
about
you
to
were
do
free
it for
labor.
free.
I wasn't gonna do it in this scenario. I would if you needed it.
I'm suffocating here.
Well, then breathe.
Can someone come over and help me in my room? I would
With
gladly.
your I just got fired boxes.
Yeah, I would gladly
I'm
clean
so
Matt's
sorry.
apartment, but not mine.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
I listen. At the end of the summer with my kids, with our kids, that's usually rewarding.
It
I
can
had,
be.
to, I had to amend that.
No,
Coda.
it absolutely, it absolutely can be, and there is reward in
Keyword
seeing the
usually.
growth, even if it's just the intrinsic, the personal satisfaction.
If a kid comes
I
to
think
me and
those are
says, "Can I
rewards, though."
talk to you? I really need to talk,"
Yeah,
then I feel so honored.
I have kids now that eat lunch in my room. You know,
That's nice.
That's really sweet.
it's
They feel safe with you.
exactly. So there's a reward in knowing that I've
Lunchtime
done my
was
job
always so
in a way that
awful.
makes these kids feel safe.
That I
You
did.
know?
I had to do that in high
Lunchtime
school
was
too.
bad,
There was a
wasn't
place
it?
to go.
Lunchtime sucked.
Yeah.
I'd hide. I'd eat in the stalls. Or
I was
like,
so afraid of eating by myself and not having friends to
Grady?
eat with.
I think
Claire,
that-
you're welcome in my classroom to eat lunch if you want.
Okay.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Is there a bathroom near?
Yeah, you're kind of in the middle of two different bathrooms. If you have to do a little shuffle down
Eyes
the
to back
hallway,
of the room. Do not look at me.
don't look at me. Here, kids, I got to put you on assignment.
So
Why?
is that a reward?
gotta go.
Is it a reward when you make it to the bathroom?
No,
No.
no.
Oh, I think that's a reward for sure.
I wouldn't call that a reward. I call that
Is this
a
weird?
safe.
Okay,
Human
I'm not
necessity?
gonna. Okay, I'm gonna sound weirder than ever.
Well, we made it now. Back to
Are
poop.
you ever? Are you? This is
Say
so
it.
fucking weird. are you ever grateful that you're like when you have to pee really bad and you do and you're like thank you God, or like thank you so much
That you made it.
just to we take
That
things
you
for
didn't
granted
pee your
that our
pants?
bodies work, that we can do these
Oh,
things. I don't
that-
need, you're like I don't need help going to the bathroom. I'm thankful for that. Is that weird?
No,
No, I don't think it's weird.
mean,
I don't experience that, but I don't think it's weird.
I think it's something we definitely take for granted as potty trained adults.
You don't like go, oh my God, thank you.
I don't
You've
say
never
thank
felt
you.
relief.
I just do feel relief, but I don't ever thank the Lord for that. Maybe I should. Maybe I really should to
I don't
thank
know
God
why
for
I
my
pray.
facility that
so
my
weird, and
faculties work.
Then I feel bad that I've prayed on the commode
Why?
because that feels sacrilegious.
Why
Why?
though? Where in the Bible does
I
it
don't
say
need
don't
to,
pray on the
I don't
toilet?
need to explain why I feel that way. It feels sacrilegious to pray on the toilet with my pants down.
Okay, we could stop
I
talking about
think-
this because we always go
and I don't know
there.
why I just said toilet.
You did say
You
so.
didn't want to say
Better than turlet, right?
I can't believe she went in there and did that to that toilet.
Okay. Here's a couple more. Only material rewards matter.
No.
Yeah. Yes.
More rewards equals better performance.
No.
Reward should be immediate.
Yes.
No. No. No.
No rewards.
Yeah, the
true
long term.
True
What
rewards.
about parenthood?
True. Oh,
Yeah.
that's another topic.
No, I mean I think there is a path of different rewards and they come in all different shapes
Because
and
sometimes
sizes.
they're
and you don't know.
shitty and sometimes they're not shitty.
The kids or
Yeah.
parenting.
The kids.
And the
Oh yeah,
parent.
there's plenty of people who have shitty kids, for sure.
Thank God
I
you
just don't.
You have. You
I
don't.
just don't have them.
They're
You
awesome.
My
don't
kids
have
aren't perfect, but
pretty
they're
close to it.
I
fucking
feel like I was
cool.
kind of a shitty kid sometimes, but
Yeah.
they wouldn't tell me that. They wouldn't say that. They would say, "We love you so much." You're so
Juliana
amazing."
was the good kid.
No, we were both good kids, but I feel that there are times that I was not a good kid.
Yeah.
And so I often say that I wasn't a good kid, and they're like, "What are you talking about? You were a wonderful child."
Well, that's nice of them.
But I don't
You think they're lying?
I think that the way that I was treated made me feel otherwise.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure. I know that I worried my parents a lot more than I should have,
I
just
didn't.
with my my adoration for melancholy at times. My sister was a much different problem. She was a louder problem, so she took a little more attention. I was a quiet problem, and
You
it was
internalized the storm, Matt. You've been doing
Oh,
this since
yeah.
1968.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Established in
You
1868.
guys keep getting older and older.
Well,
So
you know,
do you.
It's after the Civil War.
No, I'm
you
not.
know, and
That
so,
makes two of us.
Um,
Oh, when you gave it up to Grant
yes.
on the field?
Wait, how did I become a Confederate?
He's on the 50, I think, right?
I don't know.
You know nothing about this war.
Let's talk soccer. Who won yesterday?
Tottenham. They beat Man City. Can you believe that? 4-0.
No way.
Oh,
Yes.
they did win. I didn't think they would.
I didn't think they would either.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
shit.
God.
Were you
This is
happy?
So
Oh
great.
Oh my God, you couldn't
Did you-
believe it. They
did-
lost. They lost 5 in a row. They went up
Because you knew you'd already resigned yourself.
Oh
to
my
this is a
God,
lot.
yes.
I even said to him, "Oh, that's not happening."
They're the best team in the league, and my team lost to the worst team. My team, Tottenham, lost to Ipswich the last time they played in the Premier League, and Ipswich hadn't won a game all season.
No reward.
Their first game, and then they.
How
come
did you
back and-
reward yourself for the win of your team?
I felt like I was kind of floating for the rest of the day. You know,
That wasn't a reward. No, what was your reward?
I don't know that I rewarded
What was your
myself.
reward?
He just said he felt floating. That's
I
rewarding.
chatted a lot with my friend.
Oh,
and,
Oh, Claire.
Well, wait. Is it a reward if you get a feeling that you weren't expecting?
Like
yeah, I
what?
think so.
Like
'Cause
being
it-
probed?
What we were talking about, the intrinsic. No, it's not a penetrative reward. All right,
A penetrative?
not that that's not a reward. You
like
said it.
if you
This is-
what happens? I'm trying not to relate this to drugs. That was recycling. Not.
I'll
Garbage.
take it out. I made a goal. Can't you just say like, yes, you did it?
Great job,
It's a
Grady.
basket.
Rewards. What? Okay, so let's say what's something that happens naturally, like you feel a high. You get a high.
sunshine.
Okay, maybe like
Running?
you go
Yeah,
outside.
like endorphins get released.
Yes. Okay.
If I'm playing basketball.
But it's not like drug related type
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so is
Oh,
that
I can't-
considered a reward? It's
Yeah.
it's just
your body's
science.
your body's naturally rewarding you with a dopamine hit.
It's I guess I have a question about whether or not that's a reward.
Your body naturally.
I think, yeah, I do think your body is giving you a reward. I think if you can enjoy the look, there's no reason that a bunch of strangers across the ocean doing something should give me a feel, and it gave me a certain high that I'm walking around with, just feeling good for the rest of the day.
I can relate to that.
You know, I could have when they play poorly walked around in a more grumpy state. So yeah, it is kind of a reward to have that.
I watched Yerma for the I don't know what time and another Constellations last night, and I felt so great. So does that say the same thing?
Yeah, I mean, I think it is.
I reward myself by watching plays.
Yeah.
I do,
or even by like purchasing a subscription to National Theater Live, which isn't like a necessity.
When I get a script in the mail, that's a reward, and then I get to perform it at home. Not perform it, that's the wrong word.
No, but you start to do your work and think about it and stuff like that.
Yeah, when I get to do it out loud at home for no one, it's great. I have no one to judge me, no one to tell me be louder, be softer. Here's your verb. Your best show's out there. That kind of thing. Like no one to kind of like stop you from doing what you can already do naturally.
I mean, there are things like,
and I'm kidding, by the way.
You can get like.
But I'm serious.
I guess it's not a reward. So
finishing Skylight, because I rarely do this, and I split that play up over 3 days because I just didn't want it to end, and I don't know why I haven't really delved into it before. I like this writer a lot. Anyway, split it over 3 days, and it was so. Claire, isn't that you being? What are you doing?
No, I don't know. I'm sorry.
She's got a normal face.
I love you.
I think I did something that upset Brady, obviously.
No.
Anyways, the author,
Claire, what was that?
the
What are you
author is
doing?
the author is David Hare. I think the way you're doing this work, the way you order when you get a play in the mail, it feels like a reward. It's not your job, right?
No, not at all.
It's
definitely not my job.
Right, but it's something that an important part of your life that you that enriches it, enhances it. I definitely think that's a reward.
It's also a practice for me too, because I do it out loud. I cold read it out loud, and it's also a good practice because then I don't have any judgment of anything, and I just do it.
Yeah,
and then sometimes I'll see it and go, "Oh, I had a whole different interpretation of it just from my first glance," which I find really cool.
So, what did we learn?
I think we've learned that rewards aren't all bad. Well, maybe I did learn rewards, or I have a fucked up relationship with that word.
Yeah, and now Claire and I do too, because I don't think we thought about the idea of how difficult your Stranger Things experience was as a child.
But so many. I'm one of so many that did and still are going through these kind of.
We just don't know
things.
Yeah.
And also then the back end of it was if I didn't do well at the appointment, then I'd go home and it would be no TV or what would be worse? No
punishment. There was punishment.
No books or music. If my music got taken out of the room, I mean that was it for me. Take the video games, take the TV. I don't give a shit. Do not take my books. Do not take my music.
Was there shame and judgment too?
Yeah, absolutely. Because there's something wrong with me.
Your parents didn't know any different.
I felt my parents were ashamed of me.
Yeah.
I felt everyone was ashamed of me.
Well, Claire and I are not ashamed of you.
Thank you.
I'm not.
I appreciate that.
We love you. And so you really kind of shed some light on something that we didn't think about.
Well,
I am a very quintessential love rewards type person. Give me a reward.
Amazon gift card.
I will do it.
Well,
I want
Claire and I like gifts.
I want it. I want to get that thing. I want to work hard for it. Maybe $50 is a little not that much today.
55.
100. I'll do for
today. It is the holidays.
Again, I got a Broadway.
You got to make your numbers.
Wait, before we go, because we are past an hour. The Broadway jar is
I knew you had a
money you're
Broadway
collecting so that you can move to Broadway.
No,
you pack a bag or just to buy tickets.
To buy tickets.
Okay. This is my Broadway dream. Once I fill this jar up, I'm going to take myself to the big city.
Ooh, I like that. Where's that voice
That's my
been?
Claire. That's my Claire.
Oh, I don't
Yeah,
I don't know that
she
that's
sound like this.
I
It
don't
makes
know
me sound like a
why.
Looney Tune.
Why is that?
Yeah, no, she sounds like Munchkin from the Munchkin Land. We
No.
represent.
Why does everyone do that? You're
What?
you're not the first person to
Do we give you Munchkin voices?
yeah, to refer to me as a munchkin.
No, I said Munchkin voice. I
He
wasn't
means like the
thinking
little
you.
donut.
I don't want to be a little donut.
I know. I'm sorry.
Because that's a donut hole,
I thought these were
really.
cute. I didn't.
You know
even-
what I
didn't-
think of a little
I didn't call
donut?
you a Munchkin. I
My
said your
my
Munchkin voice.
OBGYN told me that my cervix looks like a donut, which is what they look like.
Congratulations.
But I
Is it-
asked her one time, she was in there. I was like, "What does it look like?" She's like, "It looks like a
Is that
little
behind
donut."
the ear?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
No.
Is it?
No.
Oh, it's the
She
nose
said it looks
thing
like
that-
a little donut.
Like Stevie Nicks had a deviated cervix, right?
So now all I do think about when I
And
think of
cocaine.
little
Lower,
donuts
lower,
is
Grady, it's lower.
the fucking cervix.
Oh, so that's why you don't want donuts anymore.
No, just the little ones.
Oh, okay.
The little ones I have.
What
a problem
flavor?
with.
What color? Did it have sprinkles?
All right.
I'm sure
Thank you
it's
for
just
listening to the
strawberry.
Last Will podcast.
Yes, Grady.
he's getting ready for it.
Oh, he's about to have a baby. Okay, that's not funny.
I'm not having a fucking baby.
He's just
Let me
breathing.
finish this fucking scene.
Sorry.
Are you his doula? You giving him tips?
I thought he was trying to do the breathing.
Oh, what is it called? The breathing technique?
Cervical breathing.
No, it's not cervical breathing.
Le Mans.
It is Le Mans. Oh, excuse you.
Oh my
All right, bye. Butterflies. Let's face facts. Wheeze was a rowdy crowd today. We just got rowdy with each other. Sometimes when we take time off, that's what happens when you get back. But that was a fun discussion about rewards, and I think Claire and I learned a lot about how Grady had to navigate the idea of the reward system in his early life, and it kind of gave him a little PTSD here later in life. So rewards can be both good and bad, can be positive and negative. So thank you for listening to the Last Will podcast. If you like what you heard, please rate, review, and subscribe. And also, if you're interested in seeing a very interesting play, The Last Days of Judas Iscariot is playing at the Crystal Theater on the 29th, the 30th, and December 1st at 7:30, and 3 o'clock. It's a wonderful show. It's so interesting. It'll leave you thinking. It'll make you laugh. It really gives you the full theatrical experience. I highly recommend it. Go see it. You can go and get tickets at crystaltheater.org. They're cheaper than most tickets, so you're going to get your money's worth for sure. So please go out there and support local arts. And as the Butterfly Queen always says, onward, forward,